desperately looking for ways to kick the ladder out from under me and leave me hanging by my fingernails. My life, perfect and organized just yesterday morning, is now a tangle of worry and uncertainty. On the flight, I made a list in my current sketchbook of the scarce yet disturbing details I've discovered about Walden's situation. As I walked through the New Orleans airport, a group of 3 shaved-head, white-robed Hare Krishna step in front of me, flowers and pamphlets extended in their pale, bony hands. Even though my home city is full of such groups, I've never paused to really study those selling street-corner prophecies. Now that Walden's name has been linked with the Scholars of Humanity, a group with a leader being investigated by a now-murdered journalist and a compound deep in the Louisiana swamps, I pause to look into their eyes, searching for what ignites their doubtless devotion. But all I see are lost children who consider themselves enlightened, saved and saving others. I empathize. I do. After all, I was a lost child, too. Then I think about Sharon Tate. Although I met her only once, the news of Manson's butcherers shook me to the core. The girls who did the killing, delusional and brainwashed, devoted to a madman, singing like children and dressing like schoolgirls throughout their trial. And now, my own brother is accused of a crime nearly as monstrous. I don't know how he could be capable of such a thing. But you do know, don't you? Just like they say back home, blood always tells. Even under the canopy of ancient trees, the heat is oppressive in the historic Garden District of New Orleans. The stately old houses with their deep porches and floor-to-ceiling double-hung windows are closed up, no doubt cool and serene on the inside. I hear the soft burble of a splashing fountain in one of the gardens, concealed behind an aged brick wall and wrought-iron gate, creating an illusion of relief from the heat. In defiance of appearing weak and ordinary, even the wisteria refuses to wilt. The irony isn't lost on me as I stand in front of the ironwork double gate in front of Ross Sanger's home, seeking his family's wealth and power to save my brother. The wealth and power I resented, as I'd resented Ross himself so deeply and for so long. My sketchbook, listing the meager facts, is tucked in my tote, and a much longer list of appeals and entreaties piles up in my head. I am ready to beg, on my knees if necessary. I do not look forward to this reunion. But this is about what Walden needs, not my wounds and grudges. Truth be, I cannot blame Mrs. Sanger for what happened in '63. It was her kindness that saved our family, right before it tore us apart. I feel a little faint and wish I'd pulled my hair into a long ponytail at the nape of my neck. I'd forgotten how southern air coats the skin and weighs the lungs, how the stillness carries its own mass. I regret my polyester double-knit vested pantsuit and long for the yellow cotton sundress of my youth. Nausea grips my empty stomach, and I want to turn away. But this is Walden's best hope. The grandeur of this house stands out, even in this neighborhood. 2.5 stories of brick solidity and symmetry, tucked behind an iron fence and a tall, carefully sculpted hedge. Porches span the front of the house on both floors, trimmed in turned posts and filigreed ironwork. Marshalling myself, I open the gate, cross the walk, and climb the marble steps. I stare at the black door and study the beautiful leaded glass transom over it. I set down my suitcase beside a shiny black ceramic pot filled with red geraniums and ring the bell, desperate to get out of the heat. It hits me, stupidly and belatedly, that Mrs. Sanger might not be home. The street is quiet, the only sound the ever-present whir of cicadas in the ancient trees. I regret my haste in letting the cab go. As I wait, the drumbeat of my desperate heart scatters my carefully laid-out words like starlings from